Okay, so I'm in London right now, and one thing I want to do while I'm here is to try their KFC. Now, one reason why I want to try their KFC is because having lived in Amsterdam for a while, the difference between KFC in Malaysia and KFC in the Netherlands is that the KFC in the Netherlands is not halal. And as for someone who sticks to the halal code, that's a bummer. So when I found out that the UK had halal KFCs, I was pretty happy. So today I'm gonna go try it and see what's up. Yes, I'm walking with shorts on. It's not that cold, even though it's January. So right across from Earl's Court Station, you can see the KFC. That is one of the halal KFCs. So let's go. So we got the goods. Everything's packed into this one massive box, which is nice. So let's open and see what's up with this. Here you have your fries. I believe that's... Yep, that's a piece of original chicken. Looks like a wing. These are... Ooh, they're hot wings. The reason I ordered these is because KFC in the UK doesn't sell spicy chicken. So hot wings were the closest thing they had. But how can you not sell spicy chicken? Here is an original recipe filet burger. And I believe that is the zinger burger. Time to dig in. So first off, we have the chicken. Here it is. So original recipe chicken. Now before I start eating this, let me just say, I don't usually eat original recipe KFC chicken. Mainly because I'm not the biggest fan of the original recipe. I usually go for the spicy. But because this is all they have here, might as well go for it. The original 11 herbs and spices. That's what it looks like split open. This is a wing piece. And let's dig in. Chunky white meat. Here's a drumette piece. And here's the final piece. Okay, so that was that. Tastes exactly the same, which quality control, pretty high. But my opinion still stands. I'm not the biggest fan of the original recipe chicken. So with that, presentation a 5 out of 10. Taste also a 5 out of 10. But now, let's try their hot wings. Ooh, this looks promising. This looks like the hot and spicy chicken they have everywhere else. If only this was bigger though. So let's dig in. Alright, so a couple of first impressions. The skin is drier than it is in KL. And also easier to bite into. Like it's less chewy and tastes more like, well not taste, but like feels more like you're eating cereal. There's a bit more of a punch to it with these hot wings in terms of spice. We have one more. Yeah, these, the pieces of skin, are easier to bite into. And they're a lot drier. But otherwise the chicken's the same. But because these are just chicken drumettes, there's no way this can compete with hot and spicy chicken you can find in KFC anywhere else. Because it's just so small. But then again, each piece was like 50 pence. So you do get value. So hot wings, presentation, 7 out of 10. Taste, 6. Doesn't beat hot and spicy chicken. Alright, so that was that. What's next? The fries. Now the fries here are definitely thicker and less salty and more potato-y. And because they're thicker, they're also less crunchy. But there's definitely more taste to it. I'm not sure whether I would prioritize taste over crunchiness because the texture is what makes fries. So presentation, I would say nicer than what I've seen in other countries. Taste wise, while more tasty, I'd rather have it thin and crunchy. But these aren't bad anyways. Hard to say. I'll put it at a 6, taste wise. Okay, of these two burgers, one of them is the original recipe filet burger and one of them is the zinger burger, but I can't tell which is which. Here we have the filet burger. It has a sesame seed bun, an original recipe filet in it, lettuce, cheese, mayo, all that, standard stuff. The closest thing we have to this in Malaysia is probably the Colonel burger, even though the filet here is crunchy, even though it has the original recipe. I don't know, it's weird. And they don't even have hot and spicy chicken here. But we'll see how it tastes. Let's try this. Look at that white meat. It's a lot drier than I thought it would be. Final bite. Now, what do I think of it? It's alright. I've never been the biggest fan of original recipe chicken from KFC, and all this burger was a fillet of that felt kind of dry, put together with some lettuce, mayo, and buns. That's literally all it is, and it tastes exactly how it sounds. So, nothing that special, nothing to rave about, but it's not a bad quick snack. The patty on this looked nice and crunchy, It actually looked like the skin of the original recipe chicken, visually. Presentation-wise, I would give it 6 or 7, probably 7. Taste-wise, maybe a 5, just because I'm not a big fan of that type of chicken anyways. But it does taste like the original recipe chicken, so that has stayed the same. How much did that cost? That costed, I think it was like less than £4, maybe even less than 3. So it's well worth it, because in the UK, anything £3 or less is a steal, at least in London. So it's a nice quick meal, and for that, I would give it a thumbs diagonal. So overall, KFC in the UK is just like KFC anywhere else. I mean, yeah, there's not much difference, and their quality control is pretty good, like in terms of maintaining the same taste everywhere. It's not that different to what I know of KFC elsewhere, especially in Malaysia, KL. So there's not much else to say about it. It is weird that they don't sell hot and spicy chicken here, which is mind-blowing to me, and that their closest alternative are hot wings. What? Might as well just sell the whole chicken, right? It's literally their best menu item. But oh well. I think KFC here is just fine, and pretty cheap compared to everything else in London, which is like 4 times the price. But yeah, those are my thoughts.